Like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut throat like Pablo, chop trees with the Draco.
Before this video starts, I wanted to hop in here and say a couple of things. So in this video, it was supposed to be our story time in a mukbang, but Beba didn't realize he was supposed to be eating throughout this video, so please ignore that. I also wanted to say throughout this video, me and Beba are smiling and stuff. We know that accidents are very serious. I think through our pain, it's just our way of coping, making jokes about it. Just know that we know that accidents can be deadly. People have died during accidents. Actually, while I was staying outside after the accident, this man told me that 9 people have died in the same spot that we got in an accident. This is just our way of coping and feeling better about the situation. Be safe when you're driving and be careful and just pay attention to your surroundings. Even though you may be a good driver, in your opinion, there's a lot of bad drivers out here and you always want to be paying attention to what they're doing. So don't let anything distract you and just drive safe, you guys. Hey guys, it's me, Ashanti, and I'm back with another video, and I'm here with Gabriel. I haven't filmed in a while and you guys may be wondering why, but you could probably tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video. We're going to be doing a storytime mukbang, basically on how we almost died 2 weeks ago. As you can see, we're in a new car, so y'all can kind of see where the story is heading. We're going to show y'all the food that we got from McDonald's. And we got caramel frappes. He got a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle from McDonald's, and I got a hash brown from McDonald's. From Burger King, got a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. I got French toast sticks with syrup. This is what my French toast sticks look like. They look pretty good. See how the caramel frappe tastes, because sometimes our McDonald's will be doing it right. Tastes pretty good. Basically, we got in a car accident, so we're going to start from the very beginning. So the date was February 28th. And we had just got off of work. We were shopping in like the town that our jobs are in, and then we were heading home. Like where we live is in like the next town over, but where we live everything is so small, so it's not like these big towns or anything. When we left here, we realized we forgot the dog foods, and we had already turned on our road, and we were literally like on our road. We could have just turned into our driveway, or we could have kept going straight and came back out on a main highway, if that makes sense. So we were driving on our road, and I was like, well, we could go to Dollar General down the road if you go in and get the dog food, because I didn't want to go in. But I just want to tell y'all this important part of the story, because it's crazy how we were almost home.
You wanted to go to my dad's house and get dog food from there before we want her to go out. But we decided to go to Dollar General. It's crazy because the cashier was like, be safe, drive safe. All of a sudden, once we was leaving Dollar General and we was getting up to the light.
The Dollar General near our house, like you just come out and you make a right, and then you're at a stoplight. It's not that far of a distance. It's literally like a railroad track right in the middle, and like probably 2 houses. So that tells you how close the store and the light are. We come up to the light, and I think Beba is talking to me. I don't know what we were talking about. All I know is we came up to the light, and the light was green. So I was like this, driving up to the light, seen it was green. Beba was talking to me, looked back up at the light, it was green, so I go to turn. I was turning right. So this log truck, yes, a log truck, runs the red light, and bam, right into us.
All I remember was we was talking, then I looked down at my phone because I think I was about to put something on, like the radio, because I was gonna play music. Then once I looked back up and we was turning, that's when I noticed the truck. Right when I was like, oh shoot, Beba had seen it too, and it was too late to do anything.
And like where we got in an accident at, there's a concrete thing, like it's like a, what do you call those?
I think it's like a curve, like
it's kind of like the curve, but it's on the side of the road, so it's not like, if that makes sense, like y'all know when there's like cement on like the side of a road, so it's like we couldn't just drive off the road.
Drove off the road, we would have flipped over in the ditch and probably wouldn't landed on the railroad track.
Yeah, basically here's the road and here's a railroad track, and in between is a ditch, so that tells you how dangerous this could have all been. something was protecting us and we didn't flip or anything. Basically, I was turning and then I looked out my window and just seen like the truck. Like, so I already knew it was too late. The truck basically hit us like this, and then their trailer, it wasn't the front of them, it was their trailer with all the logs on it, basically caught my tire, spun us like this, and then we ended up on the bay. That's why I would call it, the concrete bay thing.
All I remember, I think I blacked out for a second. I felt like I just went into prayer mode, because like once the impact hit, all I remember is like hearing a boom. How the car was moving, I felt like we was gonna flip over. And I was like, please don't let us flip over. Please don't let us flip over. Please don't let us flip over. When I opened my eyes and I looked over at Bebe, like she was in shock. Like she was just like...
Yeah, I was kind of just stuck. Because like, I couldn't believe what just happened.
I thought something was wrong. I was like, you okay? You okay? And he was like,
I did not do all that.
You did. I remember you saying like, I think you was upset like with the car.
Yeah. I was just kind of like, like that. What was going on through my head during the accident? Like, all I saw was like white. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't know if something was protecting us. It felt like the car was like going moving. Like this.
We was moving. That's why I thought it was gonna flip over, because I felt it was moving like a lot.
So I was holding the wheel and Beba was like, come on, we gotta get out the car, smoking. But I didn't really see no smoke, but I was kind of in shock.
Smelled smoke. I didn't see any smoke, but I smelled something.
And as some of y'all know, Judy was a really old car. Like, she was a 2007 Chevy Impala. And y'all know from my past videos, she had a lot of problems. So that's nothing to play around with when like the front of your car gets crushed and all that stuff is in there. So we wanted to get out as quick as possible just in case. And there was already this lady on the phone. She was in the middle of the turning lane and she was calling 911. At first I couldn't find my phone because we were in the car and I was like, where's my phone? I was like, I need to call my mom. Y'all, I wasn't even worried about calling 911. I wanted to call my mommy first. Used Beba's phone and my mom didn't answer, and then like I got up and I see my phone was in my seat, so I called my mom. Like, Mom, we just got in an accident. And she was like, where are you? That's the first thing she said. So my mom lives in the town we work in. So there's a Dollar General over here too.
It's like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah, so they're not that far.
She got there in like 3 minutes.
I was like, I'm at Dollar General, and she was like, what happened? I said, a log truck ran their red light. She was like, you got in an accident with a log truck? And I was like, yeah, they ran their red light. And she was like, hold on, I'm coming. And somehow I ended up on the phone with my dad. I don't even remember him calling me. And then I just hung up on my dad. I think he was calling my name, and I just hung up on him and called my mom back. And she was like, where are you? I don't see you. So then she turned around and she was like, is she talking about Dollar Tree? So then she came to Dollar Tree and she said I wasn't there. And my mom called me back. She was like, where are you? And I was like, I'm in the town that we were in. And so then my mom said she turned it around in the road and she sped. And brother, he was like, I've never seen a car go from 10 to 70. He said something like that. But I just know my mom was putting her foot to the metal, whatever, however that saying goes.
She got there quick.
And she said if cops was behind her, she wouldn't have stopped. She would have just kept going. And then like a whole bunch of people came and helped us.
I just remember a lot of people running up, y'all okay? Y'all okay?
It was kind of crazy to see how many people actually cared, like, and was helping us. Luckily, like, there was some rescue people there that were off of work and they would just happen to be there at the right time. This guy, he was a really nice guy. I wish I knew his name. He told us his name, but I cannot remember what his name was. Well, Beba was saying that his neck was hurting, so I was, no, you were saying your hip. What were you saying?
Well, Beba had like a jar on her dashboard. What you have?
Yeah, it was like a wax melter jar, if y'all seen him on TikTok.
And I think that jar like went up and hit me in my face. Literally everything in the front was going in the back. I even lost my badge.
Yeah,
like my keys came off.
He has work keys with like a badge on it so he can get in the doors, and he couldn't find his badge and stuff, but we ended up finding it. So it was fine.
My keys came off. I think my keys hit me in my face. I just felt like a lot of pain shooting in my face, like, on both sides. Main side was my left. But when I got out, I was just holding my face. Oh, like, oh my gosh, my face hurt. My head hurt.
I told Beba, I was like, just sit down, because that's how I see in the movies. That's tell them to sit down. So
all these people like came over and helped me, and they was holding my neck, which was helping but not helping. My neck was hurting too, but that wasn't really the main pain that like was getting me at that point. It was like my face.
I told him to sit down. Then this really nice man came over and was holding his neck. And the ambulance came. There was only an ambulance there and fire trucks. I did not see cops this whole time.
Dang.
Somebody just parked right next to us, and they parked really, really close.
They just swung in too.
Sorry, this story time is all over the place. It happened 2 weeks ago. I'm kind of forgetting what happened at this point.
They was putting me on the stretcher, and they put a neck brace on me too. Yeah. And they went ahead and put me in an ambulance. They asked Bebe if she wanted to go, and she said no.
They said, do you have any injuries? And I was like, no, I feel perfectly fine. But keep in mind, I was probably in shock because later on I did have injuries. My mom, she was like, you're getting checked out. So me and Bebe, we rode in the ambulance ride together. The hospital is about like 15 minutes from where the accident happened, but we got there pretty quick, but it didn't feel like we were speeding. That's the crazy thing. It felt like he was just driving regular. Yeah. We got there. They separated us. He went in his room. I went in my room. Just put the thing on my finger, checked my blood pressure, was asking me questions. Oh yeah, they asked me if I was abused by him. Obviously, I said no.
They did?
They asked me like, is your at-home life okay? And like, they were like, are you in danger or anything like that?
Dang. They didn't ask me those type of questions.
So yeah, they was asking me that.
You could be abusive.
They were like, this is just protocol. We just gotta ask you a couple of questions.
The police didn't even see me.
I got to the hospital. I noticed like y'all could still kind of see the bruise on my arm, but I noticed like my arm was hurting right here, and I noticed my hip was hurting, and I noticed my leg was hurting, and I had 3 big bruises. I will insert them now. If you don't want to see them, fast forward. These were my injuries, my bruises. Bebe, he only had bruises like right here, so you couldn't really see them.
It was like right
under his hair, so you couldn't see his. So I won't have pictures of his injuries. His was more in like internal. Sometimes
like when I eat, it hurts sometimes. Like I might have to get that checked out because I still like have problems like with my jaw area. And like same thing with my lower back and my neck.
They did give me an x-ray on my hip, but they said everything was normal. And then our officer came in and I had to write a statement about everything that happened. And that's when he told us that nobody got a ticket as of right now. And basically there was no witnesses. That's when like in my head I was like, ah, cause you just get in a bad accident, no witnesses, and it's dealing with the light. Put 2 and 2 together. It's our word against his word.
Yeah, so he could get away with it.
Yeah. Tell them your side of the story, what happened in your hospital room. Because I wasn't in there, so I don't know.
Just asking questions about like what was my injuries. They took me to get an x-ray. Everything came back good, but like they was like I'm still gonna be swole for a while, still be in pain for a while.
What did they x-ray on you?
Like my whole head and face and neck area. They checked me for a concussion too.
Well, it's basically everything that happened at the hospital. We got in a car accident at like around like 6, and we got out of the hospital probably like almost like at 10. It was kind of late. It was
like 9.
Yeah, 9. It was getting later. My mom had called my job and told them I wasn't coming in or anything like that for the rest of the week. This happened on a Tuesday. Both missed the rest of work that week, and he had more struggles with his job, so you could tell them what happened.
I had texted my boss that night and I told her like I had gotten in an accident and stuff. I told her everything that happened, and
they didn't seem too concerned.
She read my message but didn't respond. Next morning, one of my coworkers called me and he was like, "You coming to work?" I said, "Nah, I'm not coming to work," because I just hung the phone up. Sat there for about 5 minutes. I was like, did he really just hang up on me while I was trying to explain what happened? So I called back and I was like, I was gonna tell you that, man, don't worry about it. Hung up again. I'm like, why is he tripping?
Basically, Judy was completely totaled. There was no fixing my poor baby. Y'all know this was my first car. I had her paid off. Y'all see me work hard, pay her off, if y'all watched my old videos, if y'all my true supporters, y'all see how hard I worked on this car to get it paid off. It really hurt. Like, I even cried for like a quick second about Judy at the accident.
She protected us though.
Yeah, she protected us. Judy was the only car that we had, so we had to go get me a car. So we got one financed through the bank, but it took a long process because, y'all, I was 1 day short on my insurance of being an experienced driver. My mom's insurance would have went up $300 more just because of that. So they were like, if you wait till Friday, we could redo your insurance and it will be like $100 off. That was obviously the smartest decision. So we ended up going to the car lot. We did find this car. This was on Wednesday when we picked out this car. It is a 2017 Nissan Maxima. If y'all are wondering, this is Stella. We'll do like a whole video on her another time. This video is kind of to Judy. I did drive a Jeep Wrangler. Y'all know that was my dream car. I didn't like how it drove, and it was purple, my least favorite color. Well, one of my least favorite colors. So
it was really shaky.
I will get a Jeep Wrangler when I'm rich and I live on a beach, and I will drive it for like a couple of minutes and then like put it back up. This was the second car I test drove, and it was good enough for me, so I was like, okay, that's good. It was like a really great company or whatever. He let us actually keep the car until Friday when our insurance would be like back up right. So Thursday came and we still had the car, but we had to go clean out Judy. And so we went and cleaned out Judy, got everything out of her. She's still at the tow yard, but she is gonna get crushed.
Yeah, told them. When we went, we noticed that a log had hit the back window.
Yeah, because that could have been Bebe's head.
Yeah.
So, and then Friday, I get my own insurance. It was cheaper. Got a new car payment. Now we're about to be broke again. That's basically the story.
Struggle has been real.
You haven't even ate anything this whole time.
I was supposed to be eating.
Yeah, that's a mukbang. He don't like eating on camera, so it's okay.
Nah, it ain't that. I just mukbangs, like, I don't watch that on my YouTube. Like,
you don't know what they are.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person to watch people eat on YouTube.
But
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just me personally.
One time you told me you didn't want to eat on camera.
A little bit.
I mean, it's fine. People don't like eating on camera.
Because people told me that I eat weird, or I eat slow or something, or I eat. I don't get why people, like, it shouldn't be a way how you eat. Like, I don't get that.
We are safe. We are alive. Thank God.
Thank God.
This could have been a lot worse if I would have been going straight instead of turning. That could have been my life.
Because it hit your side.
Yeah, it did hit my side. I'm sorry if the story time is all over the place. This is like our first time trying to do a story time mukbang, and we kind of failed at the mukbang, but next time we do a mukbang, we're gonna do better, and we're gonna actually show y'all our food and eat more.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually eat this time because I did not know I had to eat.
I did explain the rules to him. He just don't pay attention. I will be filming like a car tour and like decorating my car when I am able to like get around to doing that. I don't have the money right now to buy a whole bunch of stuff for the car. And I am now starting over on car payments. If y'all are wondering, if y'all was just wondering, this car is under a $17,000 loan that I have to pay off. So, yeah. We're still fighting the insurance, so y'all might be like, oh, y'all about to get money, because that's what everybody tells us. No, we haven't got no money.
It is tough right now because the guy is basically like lying, saying like his light was yellow and he didn't run the red light. So we basically gonna have to fight against his insurance because we feel like his insurance, when we was talking to them, they didn't really feel like our injuries was that bad, like how they was sounding.
So we didn't even tell y'all. Both of us ended up with whiplash. I never knew that was the actual thing, but yeah, it's a thing.
I play football, and I get why they say in the NFL, getting hit is like getting in an accident. Low key, that felt like a really hard football hit. Yeah. Like me getting hit by somebody with all their equipment on, I have nothing.
Probably about to think I'm crazy, but I was probably in shock. I didn't even feel anything. I don't remember feeling like anything hit me or nothing like that, but felt like, you know, when y'all go to the fair and y'all get on that ride where you spin the table really fast and you're like spinning around. That's how it felt to me, but like with more force. It was our first accident. 0 out of 10. I hope I never get in an accident again in my life because that was very scary. Obviously every accident is not the same, but if you're wondering what it feels like, it just happens like that. So for us anyway. So it wasn't
like,
too scary, but it was still scary.
It's like it was happening fast and slow at the same time.
If you guys enjoyed this video, we are safe. We'll see y'all in my next video. Love you guys.